The limited activity allowed in the island has so far been one of the concerns of tourists spending their vacations in Boracay. But now the DNR hopes to change all that as they announce the lifting of the ban on water sports activities. Shala Francisco with the story.
Elmi decided to spend a long weekend in Boracay now that it has reopened to tourists. But after spending 3 days on the island, all she did was sunbathe and hang out at the beach. Water sports activities are still suspended and only a few bars are operating.
Siguro yung bukas ng dito ngayon is mga sa 2 bars, ganon. So, hindi na siguro gaya ng dati.
Na masaya.
Na masaya. May kunting kulang talaga. Mas maganda kung talagang kumpleto yung ng activities sa Boracay. So, parang talagang satisfied.
But the Compliant Association of Boracay says tourists can still enjoy the same activities they do every All Souls Day weekend. The group says some restaurants have decided to hold parties as well to provide more options to tourists.
Iba yung ambience niya parang makita mo parang mas hindi crowded. May experience mo yun, not like before. Siksika na yung November na Halloween.
But just this afternoon, the Environment Department has announced they will allow some water sports activities starting this weekend. By Saturday, tourists can now avail parasailing, stand-up paddle, kayaking, and kite surfing activities. On November 7, jet ski, banana boat, diving, parasailing, fly fish, and sunset cruise services will start operating. For those looking for new attractions in the island, you can go to the rehabilitated wetlands.
This is just one of the rehabilitated wetlands here in Boracay. As you can see, this is now a park with a floating deck system that tourists can visit any time of the day.
This is far from its image before as a lagoon filled with water lilies and trash. Aside from the park, a butterfly garden and an amphitheater will also be built in this space. The rehabilitation is still ongoing, but tourists are already flocking the area, taking pictures of the view.
Na-impress, tapos natuwa. Siyempre, maganda kasi talaga yung view. Tapos worth it yung pagpunta namin dito.
Maganda siya kasi presko yung hangin, tsaka parang maliwalas yung paligiran. Hindi nang tulad dati.
This wetland, meanwhile, used to be a place where debris of construction were illegally dumped. But now it's a park where endemic plants are grown. There's also a viewing deck. A plaza will soon also rise in this wetland, which used to house illegal settlers. So far, 4 out of the 9 wetlands are being rehabilitated by some of the biggest companies in the country. These are meant to serve as additional tourist attractions. Meanwhile, data from the Katiklan Kagbanja report shows tourist arrivals declined yesterday, although it is expected to pick up starting today. As for residents and workers, arrivals increased in preparation for the long weekend. Shala Francisco, We Are One News.